Hello and welcome to My Little Country Living. I'm Tommy Ray. Now that summer's here, it's time for fresh produce and trips to the farmer's market. If you're like me, you like to pick up fresh cucumbers, and one way I like to prepare my cucumbers is to make homemade refrigerator pickles. Refrigerator pickles are great because you get that great pickle taste without having to go through the entire canning process. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do that today. So, let's get started. For our refrigerator pickles, the ingredients are simple. We're going to use 3 pickling cucumbers, approximately 4 inch in length, 3 to 5 sprigs of fresh dill weed, a half cup apple cider vinegar, a half cup water, 2 cloves of garlic, 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt, a 1/4 teaspoon of granulated sugar, a 1/4 teaspoon of whole black peppercorns, a 1/4 teaspoon of whole yellow mustard seeds, and 1 bay leaf. Okay, we're going to start by taking our half cup of water and adding it to our pan. Next, we're going to add our half cup of apple cider vinegar. Here we have our 2 cloves of garlic, and I'm just smashing them by smashing them really hard with the side of the butcher's knife. We're going to add those to our vinegar and water. Next goes in our kosher salt. That's 1.5 teaspoons of kosher salt. So there's the first teaspoon, and here's the half. Next, we're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of granulated sugar. Now we have our peppercorns. We're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of black peppercorns whole. And here we have our mustard seed, and we're going to add a 1/4 teaspoon of the mustard seed whole. Next, we're going to go ahead and cook this on high, just to the point where it just barely starts to boil. And once it starts to boil, we're going to turn it off and let it cool. Okay, so now our brine is starting to boil, so we're going to go ahead and turn off the heat. And I'm going to go ahead and remove that pan from the heat, and we're going to let it just cool. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and get our cucumbers ready. First thing I'm going to do is I have about 5 sprigs there of the dill weed, and I'm just going to go ahead and cut the stems off. You discard those. These I'm going to go ahead and place inside my mason jar here. Okay, along with the dill weed, we're going to go ahead and put a bay leaf into our mason jar. Next, we're going to go ahead and cut up our 3 cucumbers, and we want those cucumbers to be roughly about 4 inches. They need to fit inside the mason jar. So you see here, they're just about the same size as the mason jar. I'm going to cut off the ends of each cucumber so that they fit in. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and now we'll go ahead and quarter this. All right, once that's quartered, we're going to go ahead and place those inside our mason jar here. And we're going to go ahead and proceed and do the same thing with the other 2 cucumbers. Want to get them all in there nice and tight. Looks like we have a little room for a little bit more, so we'll go ahead and cut that 3rd one up. Okay, let's see what we can get in here. Got that one. And can I get one more? Nope, looks like that's it. So this one took just over 2 cucumbers. Lastly, we'll go ahead and take our brine that we made and pour that over the cucumbers. It's been cooling now for about 10 minutes. And we want to make sure that we get all of our peppercorns and our mustard seeds in there along with the garlic. So I'm going to use a spoon to scoop those out. Remember, this is what gives it the flavor. Okay, now that you have that all filled to the top, you're going to go ahead and put our lid on there. And this will go in the refrigerator for the next 48 hours. After 48 hours, we can open it and go ahead and enjoy our cucumbers. Okay, lucky for me, I made a jar 2 days ago, so I'm going to go ahead and sample one now because it's been 48 hours for this jar. So good. Got that rich garlic taste in there along with that fresh dill. Oh, it's amazing. You will love these. Well, thanks for joining me today in my Low Country Living as we made homemade refrigerator pickles. I hope you enjoyed this recipe. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like button. And also don't forget to subscribe to our channel to see more videos like this one. Thanks.